watching On Your Sidelines, sponsored by Rant Insurance Group.
They're loud. You guys are great. Come on. Come on. That's loud. That's loud. We have not one, but two cheer teams. It's my favorite night of the week. It's your favorite night of the week. It's their favorite night of the week. It's a Week 3 edition of 13 On Your Sidelines. I'm Jacob Seuss. Yao has the night off. But the high school action tonight was decidedly on. But before we get to the highlights, we're going to introduce our special guest. First, we're going to welcome the cheerleading team from Jenison High School. But like I said, not one, but two. We also have the cheerleaders from Comstock Park in the house. All right, they're going to be with us all night long, so let's get to the good stuff. Conference realignment has been a major storyline in college football for the last several years. And last fall, realignment hit the high school game in West Michigan in a major way. These 7 former OK Conference schools decided they wanted to create their own conference and compete with each other year after year. Week 3 marks the first ever River Cities Alliance Conference games. So we'll start with our 13 On Your Sidelines game of the week. Coopersville taking on Lowell. The matchup comes on Pink Arrow Pride Night, and it's the first game between these two since 1983. First quarter, Coopersville would strike. 5-yard quarterback keeper from Bo Harris make it 7-0 Coopersville. Still in the first though, this time Harris, he's going to try and get his team up by 2 possessions, goes to the air, swings it out to Sam McDonald. He does the rest, and he's gone. 40 yards to the house, puts the Broncos up 14-0. Second quarter though, and the home team looks to get on the board. This one, it's a 1-yard misdirection, at least for our cameraman. It's Casey Engel getting into the end zone. That cuts it to 14-7. So Coopersville's turn, and more from Bo Harris. He's had quite the 3 weeks to begin his season as he hooks up with Brooks Hayden, 45-yard strike. That would put the Broncos back up by 2 scores. But on the ensuing kickoff, check this out. It's Nico Binns returning to the 24 of the Pink Arrows, and that would lead to a touchdown, making it 21-14. We love to give love to special teams. Quite the run right there, and he does so looking good in the pink uniform. Now in the fourth, it's going to be a 1-yard touchdown run here from Logan Davidson, 35-27 Coopersville. So one last chance for Lowell, looking to tie the score. Dawson's pass here, it's going to be picked, and the Broncos run away tonight with the 8-point victory.
I'm really proud of our kids. I just knew it was going to be a really tough physical football game against a really good football program. They have a ton of tradition here. We have a ton of respect for them. So just knew it was going to be a fight to the end. That's exactly what it was. So just proud of our kids for being resilient and physical and just making plays to win.
Coopersville stays on the road. The Broncos travel to Sparta next week, and Lowell will host Marquette on Saturday. So moving on, rivalries are going to be a theme on the show tonight. Forest Hills Northern would love nothing more than to snap an 11-game losing streak against their rivals from Forest Hills Central. The Huskies, though, haven't beaten the Rangers since 2004, but they did have home field advantage tonight in a battle of 2-0 teams. And this one, a defensive battle early and often. Rangers near midfield, but Levi Silver Nolly comes away with a big sack that would stall the drive then and there. And then the Huskies offense would get to work. Colton Sawyer is going to take the handoff, making people miss on this run left and right. But at the end of the run, he's going to cough up the football, and Owen Archer recovers for Central. And on the ensuing drive, the Rangers are going to head to their bag of tricks. I'm a sucker for the halfback pass. Tyan Ryan sets Forest Hill Central up in the red zone. And later in the drive, they would get rewarded, faced with a 4th and goal from the 24-yard line. No problem. Nick Williams with the dime to Brendan Cargill, who comes down with the touchdown. Tight game tonight between these two rivals, but it's the Rangers who extend their win streak, taking down Northern 17-14. So with that, we know how Forest Hills Central and Northern did tonight, so we might as well complete the Forest Hills trifecta. Maddie Monroe was there tonight when Forest Hills Eastern traveled to Unity Christian.
Jacob, this was a non-conference showdown between 2 undefeated teams. The Hawks made this road trip hoping for their first ever win against the Crusaders. First quarter, Isaac Steenstra sneaks through for an easy touchdown, but they missed the 2-point conversion. The score is 6-0. And the Crusaders are feeling hot, starting the game off strong with a touchdown. But the Hawks are ready to even the score. Max Farrick with the catch off the kick, and he is running. And he keeps on going all the way to the end zone. Hawks in the lead now, 7-6. But Isaac Steenstra is back in the game, and he's ready to take back the lead. A throw from Jackson DeHoop, and he rockets back into the end zone. Crusaders are up again, 14-7. Crusaders are loving this early lead, and they have no signs of stopping. DeHoop now on his way, weaving through to the end zone, and Unity Christian keeps that lead. Another touchdown for DeHoop, and Crusaders are on fire. Unity Christian wins 44-20.
All right, so big win tonight. South Christian is coming off a big win as well last week against East Grand Rapids that helped Danny Brown become the Detroit Lions Coach of the Week. And West Catholic, they had a pretty game too, thumping Coopersville. So with just a week until these two begin their conference slate, keeping the momentum going was going to be that much more important. It was the first time the Sailors and Falcons have played each other since 2013. Third quarter, Falcons up 24-14, but on their first drive of the half, 4th and 2, Carson Viss has one of the prettiest quarterback runs you're ever going to see. Viss weaves his way through about 5 different tackles, and he's in for the score. South Christian, just like that, was within 3 points. The Sailors would then force a turnover, and they would strike immediately. This time, Viss fakes the run, heads to the air, finds Seth Klump in the back of the end zone. The Sailors took the lead for the first time since they were up 7-0. This game, though, haymaker after haymakers. The Falcons take the lead right back. Grady Augustin connecting with Gabe Schweiders for the 33-yard score. West Catholic back up 31-28. But then, you're getting the gist, the Sailors would do it again. Viss to Nate Brinks, who gets loose, and he's in for the score. Back and forth we go. South Christian back in front. So Catholic looking to answer. You know they're going to get to the red zone, but this time, the story of this game would change, and it would change right here. Jake Vermis, he's going to get in front of this pass, comes away with the pick. The Sailors hold on to win a wild one tonight, 41-38. And this season was a new beginning for Muskegon Heights and Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. Up next, we're going to find out what made this matchup between the Tigers and Falcons oh so special, and who remembers the Seaway Conference. Spring Lake and Reese Puffer hadn't faced off since the good old days until tonight. Stick with us.